I don't get in trouble. We're rolling. The beast is rolling again. Figured I'd show you some of the mountains and the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. On our way up to teach the next class. What's up? I love you guys too. Good to see you. We had a great diesel mechanic today, really good company. Probably going to go back to them here in a couple days just to check on a couple other things, but they did a good job. To rewire the ignition switch to the fuel pump. So when you turn the ignition switch, it'll run fuel from the tank all the way up to the injector pump. So it'll turn on. I went to Weirs, W-I-E-R-S, and I met with Dennis, and he did a great job. Yeah, we had some issues this morning with the truck. I think we're able to solve those. They rewired the ignition switch back to the fuel pump to prime the fuel lines. That way, when I go to start it, it starts right up that way. We fixed it. We're so excited. We're on the road. Got the San Juan Mountains over there. I'm about to drive up into them here in a minute. I just wanted to let everybody know we're back on the road. Everything's cool. I know it could be that head shooting, Karen. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I got my supplies. I picked everything up. Have some new CPR dummies, new trainer AED, new OPAs, and a bunch of pocket CPR masks for me to give the students after the class. I think I like that. I know I'm still a little bit in shock. I hear what you're saying. That's not how I thought. That's not how I thought the convoy was going to end. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. Still with me? There's one of the mountains, but it was raining earlier, so that's a 14,000-foot mountain right there. But it's definitely under the clouds. There's some ahead of us out here. There's the San Juan Mountains. Let me zoom you in. How's that? There's a good mountain shot. Sunset mountain shot. I know I heard Paul Revere arrived today, 10-4 on that. I hope he had a safe trip. No problem on that. I had some people send me some information about him, and we're not going to play any games. We're not going to... this isn't high school. We don't need to spread rumors or anything like that. I just hope everybody's nice and safe and that we're able to get that policy change, domestic policy change for freedom. It's going to take a lot of different people helping in a lot of different ways. We just hope that we're real safe about it. You know, we'll be real careful in the future about the people who we interact with, you know, to that end. Can you see those mountains now? I tried to give you a better view. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're doing real well. It's pretty cloudy, so, you know, we'll see what we can do for you. Have you guys been watching the Convoy on the other channels? Is anybody still there? What's going on back in DC? I'm driving the Beast, yeah, 10-4. The Beast is running really well. We got it all wired up now. There's a little bit of a wiring issue running the fuel pump, which was the priming issue. That was our priming issue. So, you know, the people in the chat who said it was related to priming were right. I know, I hear you. They're going to try to go on Wednesday. All right, 10-4. What was wrong with the truck? There was some a wiring problem. The ignition wasn't wired well enough to the fuel pump. And so when I turn the ignition key, that sends a message to the fuel pump to start sending fuel into the lines. Pull it out of the tank, put it into the fuel lines, which go to the injector pump that we just replaced to fire the engine up. And that connection wasn't as good as it could have been. So we decided to work on that. So anybody who was going to come out today to the Chick-fil-A, I'm sorry that we weren't able to have lunch together. Let's try to plan something for after the class. I'm 100% down to meet up with you guys. I'm sorry we weren't able to meet up first thing, you know, today. So maybe sometime after the class, you know, just let me know. I'm going to go back to Denver, and I'm going to have a little bit more work done on the truck, and then I can come down and meet you guys in Colorado Springs or meet you in Denver, whatever you want to do. And if you guys want to come to the class tomorrow, right? We're going to teach that professional guide first aid training class tomorrow. That's going to be at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So is Mudpig still there? Is Mudpig still with the Convoy? Is he still there? I thought somebody was telling me he left. He did leave. Okay, 10-4. What about Grey Wolf? Is Grey Wolf there? Mudpig has to work. Yeah, 10-4 on having to work. Oh, he lives pretty close. Okay. I just want to say thank you to everybody for the emails, you know. Thank you for your support, you know, on the emails and everything. And Sherry, thank you. And Shelly, you know, especially, thank you so much. Really appreciate all your emails. Oh, wow. Okay, so not a lot of love for Grey Wolf right now, I see. Okay. What about Sasnak? Do we know? He's not there either? Did he have to work or what? What happened? All right, yeah, 10-4. Oh, he turned on Santa in the movement. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. All right. So who's still there? Which big truck drivers are still there? Sasnak said 2 weeks. Yeah, I didn't even see Sasnak when I was there. Yeah, 10-4 on that. Holy Santa. None. Oh, wow. Okay. Santa, well, D counts as a big truck driver, 10-4. He's in a fire truck living out every kid's dream, right? Were you guys with me when I hijacked that fire truck for a little bit? That's what we have to do, what we have to do. Yeah, I heard there are like a couple of camps down there. I've been hearing from them. I think everybody needs to unite, you know. I don't care what you call your movement. We all need to unite together for freedom. 10-4. People's Movement, People's Convoy, American Freedom Convoy, Truckers Convoy, Motorcycle Convoys. I mean, we all need to get together and stand up for freedom here. Oh, okay, so Bruce is still there. Is that what you're telling me? Bruce Levings is still there? I should just give him a phone call. Sky's pretty nice, right? I've been in the rain all day. That's why I haven't really been streaming. I haven't had a very good view to show you guys, but I thought this was worth trying to get on the camera. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the well wishes. Who's that, Dr. Pepper drinker? I'll have a Dr. Pepper for you, buddy. Thanks for your well wishes. I appreciate that. Guys, tomorrow the class is going to be at 10 a.m. If you guys want to come to class, it's going to be at 10 a.m. And we're going to be way up north of Steamboat. We're driving up there tonight. You know, we had to drive down and pick up the new equipment. And we're going to drive up and stay in the area. We'll wake up, you know, nice and early. That way, if we have any issues with the vehicle, we can mitigate those and still make the class on time. Talked to my client today, so we're going to go for 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to live stream the class for free. So if you want to get some of the information, you're more than welcome. Baked Potato, what's up? Welcome to the chat, everybody. Just wanted to say thank you again to everybody for your emails, for all of your support. It's been great hearing from you. I'm sorry we couldn't have lunch together, you know, in Colorado Springs today. But after the class, we'll be able to meet up. We'll schedule something for after the class. Yeah, Bruce went into DC with me. Butch is back in Colorado already. And I don't know where Buck is. I haven't seen Buck for a little while, since California, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure about Bruce. Maybe he's still there. The truck's running. Yeah, it's running great. The mechanic shop was very reasonable. They were really helpful. Definitely recommend them. Weir, W-I-E-R. There's a 2300 Monroe in Denver. And Dennis was a good guy, helping me out. Oh, DC on Wednesday, huh? That's good to go. Yeah, it was beautiful in DC the other day. We were there on a nice, warm, sunny day, and I don't know if I told you, but the police came up to us. I got pulled over, and the police officer came up and we explained, you know, that we were just some patriotic Americans bringing this truck down to DC. And And they let us go. And, you know, a sergeant rolled up with a big cigar in his teeth while he was riding his bike. The old salty police sergeant. That guy was great. And, you know, they let us go. And then we pulled up and we parked next to the Capitol to take a few pictures. And, you know, another police officer came up and said, "Are you with that convoy?" I said, "We're just patriotic Americans, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about." Yeah, this time we had to do some wiring from the ignition switch all the way down to the fuel pump. So when I turn the key in the ignition, it sends fuel up from the tank into the fuel lines up by the injector pump. And then when I hit the start button, it'll just turn the engine right over. So it was related to priming, just like you guys thought. You know, you're often absolutely correct. I got an email from one gentleman in the chat. He's like, "Just give me a call. I know what your issue is." So thank you. Thank you to everybody who's helping me out. I appreciate that very much. Something to eat. I mean, I have a Dr. Pepper here. I felt like that was enough, Dr. Pepper drinker. Anybody going to come to class tomorrow? What time is class? Anybody know? Susan, glad to have you riding shotgun. 10-4. What time is class? Was anybody paying attention? 10 a.m. 10-4. 10 a.m. All right. Dress code. All right. Let's talk about the dress code. That way when you show up, you know, you're wearing the right clothes. I know that's very important to you guys. Right, you might be watching on the screen, but I want to make sure you're in the right clothes. All right, I want you to be dressed like you're going to go for a hike in the wilderness, all right? So like casual and comfortable. We want to wear like synthetics or wool, you know, good ankle support on our boots, right? So we can go hiking. I don't want any sprained ankles tomorrow when we're going out to the training site. And it's mighty cold up there, you know. Otherwise, I think I'd try to talk the guys into letting us go rafting together. But I think it's mighty cold. You have to work. Yeah, shirts are optional. That's a big 10-4, Samantha. If you want to pop them out, you know, for the class, you go ahead and you can be as free as you want. Dress code for some hippies is no shirts. So that's absolutely fine. That's authorized. Oh, you can wear your scrubs. Yeah, 10-4. If you want. I mean, we like to ask people to train in the clothing that they would be wearing, like when they're using these skills. You know what I mean? All right, but is there another Walmart? There's one in Salida, maybe? I think there's a Walmart up in Salida or like Poncha Springs. I can go to that one. I'm going to get a new tripod. I messed up my other tripod, so I'm going to get a new tripod. And you're going to see some nice mountains up here on the right in just a minute. You're going to see the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. And did anybody here see the movie Happy Gilmore? Did anybody see Happy Gilmore back in the day? That's the one about the golfer with Adam Sandler, right? You saw it? All right, you know that movie, right? Adam Sandler's the golfer. Is this correct? All right, it's a good movie. So the alligator from that movie lives in Colorado. We're about to drive by his house. That alligator from Happy Gilmore, who got Chubbs' hand, he lives in Colorado, and you can just like go visit him. The mountain over there is pretty beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see it. So people can just go visit that alligator in Colorado. He lives here. That's right. Oh, Happy Gilmore, that's right, the hockey player who turns into the golfer. What's up, everybody? He holds a world record, the only one who took his skate off and tried to stab somebody. Yeah, the Beast is running great. We had to do some wiring. We hooked up the fuel pump to the ignition switch to improve the priming functionality. I miss you guys too. I know I had to go live just to let you know I'm rolling. Everything's going well. Class tomorrow is at 10 a.m. All right, 10 a.m. class time. It's been raining all day. All day. Oh, and I have good news, actually. I have really good news. Today I was able to send Shelly a little thank you. So I booked a spa day for Shelly for Thursday. So we're going to send, oh, it's snowing, I think, here. We're going to send Shelly for a 90-minute massage, a manicure, and a pedicure. And then she's got some more on that gift card for some other services, whatever she wants to do. That's right, 10 a.m. Colorado time, 10-4. Come on, buddy. 10-4. Yeah, I think she's going to like the spa day. I hope so. It looked like a pretty nice place. It's only 10 minutes or so from her house. That way she doesn't have to go too far. So I was thinking that's a good start. I owe her a huge thank you, for letting me drive the Beast here with Bobby. And it's a big deal for me. I really appreciate it. And so I figured that's how I'd start saying thank you to her, is with a nice spa day. Cool, you think so? All right, 10-4. Now we're going to have to do something similar for the mods. We're going to have to hook the mods up for helping keeping the channel running. So, and when I get to Vegas, we're going to go out. We'll take care of it for you. Kim, 10-4. Listen, to surround? Okay, I will. Dr. Pepper's got an idea. Come on, buddy. What do you got? I want to know. We're in Colorado right now. There's some mountains over here on the right. I was going to take you guys to the hot springs. It's kind of raining right now. It might be a little bit sloppy out there, but, that could be fun. Still have the flags going. And those mountains, they're all in the fog right now. There's some snow on top of them still. And then we have some mountains over here, too. And I'm sorry I can't see the chat right now because I'm playing the mountain game. Hey, what's up, Debbie? That's a nice view of those mountains. See if I can zoom in for you a little bit. Not bad, right? That wasn't too terrible. Whoa, look at the cows. Ooh. Dr. Pepper Drinker, what's your idea, man? I'll get the truck wrapped with the Marine logo. That could be cool. That could be really cool. I still have that Marine flag on the tailgate, you know what I mean? But yeah, we could wrap it. That would look awesome. First, we might have to roll a little cold, though, let me tell you. That guy's going to run out of blinker fluid, 10-4. You posted your idea. I should get it wrapped, right? With the Marine Corps logo. That would be cool. Aisle M9 at Salida Walmart. Oh my God, Jen, you're amazing. Thank you, Jen. Tripods are on aisle M9 at Salida Walmart. 10, Roger. Looks like we've got some rain here. Yep. Oh shoot, yeah, I have to go to DMV. Good call, Kat. I wouldn't have even thought about that. I still have Ohio temporary tags on here, right? So I need added some Colorado tags, 10-4 on that. I know, I'll get the Dr. Pepper, 10 Roger. It's too bad these clouds are here. Usually this is a beautiful ride with mountains all the way around, just real tall mountains all the way around. Just down here in a little bit of a rainstorm. I don't know if it has a block heater on it. That's above my pay grade. Okay, you saw my template. Good job, Kat. What do you think my custom license plate should say? Somebody was telling me it should say Convoy. Y'all tell me what I should say. What should my custom tag be for the beast? Gotta have the peanut M&Ms. 10 Roger, 10 Roger, 10-4. Marine. I like that idea. Freedom. Have it say X-ray. I don't know. Maybe this. I think you get letters on a custom plate, but I don't know. Let them roll. Yeah, I like that, Samantha. Cool. X-ray Viz. That would be really good, Kat. Hoorah would be good. Yeah, those would all be good license plates. Beast would be awesome. Have you guys ever had a custom license plate? Yeah, Visionary would be cool. 10 Roger there, ma'am. Thanks for letting me by. Have a nice afternoon. What's up? Yeah, I'm absolutely going to watch what goes on out there, and my intention is to continue with this freedom movement. Absolutely. I wanted to talk to you guys about something because, I was talking with some of the other people who want to run this convoy in September to raise awareness before the vote, to wake people up. And they were saying, maybe we do it in early September. We plan the convoy for 1 month. We focus on the different states, right? So some people want to start in early September. They want to focus on the states as opposed to going in to clog up DC specifically. So I said I would put it out to you guys and kind of ask what you think. Do you think that we should go around and focus on the states for a specified period of time? Or do you think that we should actually go into DC and try to clog things up in DC? That convoy is going to be in September. The other question is early September and you go for a month, or at the time of 10-4 DC, which is the National Truck Driving Protest. So those are my questions to you guys. I'd love to hear what you think, We want to wake people up in the different states. I definitely want to support the people who are still there now, right, on the movement. I feel bad having to leave myself. Sure isn't something that I wanted to do, right? I wasn't thrilled with how the People's Convoy ended. I sure wasn't thrilled with how that went down. We can't always control all of these things. I get that. The states on April 30th was awesome, right? So we could say, hey, we're going to do something similar in September. We want all of you to be out there, right, and make some noise at your own states. And frankly, I think we should try to get with the motorcycle riders, after what we saw yesterday, those riders they're really into the freedom movement too. So it would be great to be able to join forces with some motorcycle riders and have everybody come out together for freedom. Samantha, we don't have it picked yet. It might be in Washington State. It might be in Washington State. The People's Movement lead up there, Jeff, who owns East West Truck, is a good friend of mine. And we're looking at doing this together so we can start there. We can start further down, whatever we want to do. But I'd sure love to go see the boys and girls at TQ. And I'd love to see Terry and TNT and Mary Beth, you know what I mean, down in Missouri as well. And I think that we should just try to roll to where we can make friends and wake people up, right? We should have a nice state capital focus the whole way. Maybe run for a month. We just want to see more people wake up and stand up for freedom, you know what I mean? Maybe you can see those mountains ahead of us now. We're getting ready to go back into them. Those mountains, they just look like shadows back there now, but we're heading into the mountains. It'll be a beautiful drive. Oh, you did Rolling Thunder. Oh, 10-4 season. I heard Rolling Thunder was a cool thing. All right, Samantha, I'll be careful on passing on the 2-lane roads, I promise. Yeah, that shadow up there is the mountains. You can see the snow on top of the mountains up there. Those are the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. We're going to roll on up to a river town called Salida on the Arkansas River. Then we're going to get another tripod, and then we're going to go north all the way up to the Blue River, past the Colorado River up to the Blue River. That's where we're going to teach class. Now, the class is tomorrow. Hey, what time is the class, guys? I told you earlier. Were you listening? Tomorrow morning. Colorado time, Mountain time. 10 a.m. Good job. 10:05. Announcing your intention to be late. Good job, everybody. Way to pay attention. Good job. I'm happy for you. Hey, what are you most looking forward to learning in the class tomorrow? What subject? Know that it's a wilderness first aid, wilderness emergency medicine class for professional guides. Hey, what's up, Rhonda? Thank you so much for coming in. Big shout out to Rhonda and to Jen and to Em. Thank you to the mods so much. Rhonda, really appreciate you. Thank you. What do you guys want to learn tomorrow? Is it altitude or bleeding control or diabetes emergency care or improvised evacuation techniques, water purification, broken legs? You want to talk about broken legs? We can talk about broken legs. Let me tell you. Snake bites. Oh my God, 10-4. We're going to talk about snake bites. We're going to talk about CPR. We're going to talk about water purification. You know what? Let's talk about water purification right now. Put it in the chat. How can I purify water in the backcountry? Put it in the chat. How can I purify water in the backcountry? Come on, let's put every way you know. How can I purify water in the backcountry? Boil it, good. That's the first correct answer. Life strong, good. That's the second correct answer. I see boiling. What else? I saw filtering through a life straw. Good. Just spit in it. That's a big 10-4. Use a water purifier. Distill it. Good. Boil it off. Turn it into vapor, and then turn the vapor back to a liquid. Good job. What else? There's tablets. Good. Water purification tablets. How else could I purify water? Good. Good. Charcoal filtration. Iodine. Good job. How else? Come on. I can think of another way. Come on. You're doing a good job, everybody. Distill it is smart. Come on. How can I purify water in the backcountry? Bleach. That will also work. So will chlorine. 10-4. 10-4. Yeah, charcoal, rocks, and sand. Good job. A biofilter. Very good job, Loretta, on the biofilter. Solar still, great job. Elroy, really good job, buddy. Solar still, 10-4. That's when you dig like a pit. Throw a bunch of leaves in there and pee on them and put some plastic over it with a rock on top and a cup in the bottom. Yeah, bleach works. 100%. So filter, okay, how else? Nobody said one of the ways that I'm thinking of, and I mean, today's not the kind of day that would make you think about it, that's for sure. Evaporation trap, yeah, it's like the solar still. Good job, that's very smart. Come on, how else? We're missing a big way. It's free of charge. Collect rainwater so you can, the sun. Good job, Barbara, the sun. And Jacqueline, yeah, you can catch rain, good job. Or snow, right, or whatever, yeah, or ice, or dew. You can collect groundwater. Sunshine. If you just put it in the sun, the ultraviolet rays will kill any of the impurities in there, right? Any of the pathogens. Yeah, plants, right? Right out of the vine, 10-4, right out of the cactus, 10 Roger. Yeah, you could actually put your water in a Ziploc bag, put it out in the sun for 24 hours, and it's pretty much good to go. Yeah, we got the truck running. The truck's running great. We had to do a little bit of wiring. That's right, it's going to kill those bacteria. Good job. Hey, the bag over the branches. Good job. Yeah, the sun will come in. It'll hit those green leafy leaves, right? The water will evaporate out of the leaves, hit the bag, and then it'll collect at the low gravity point of the bag. Good job. UV, ultraviolet. They actually sell a product called a SteriPen that you put down in your water bottle and it purifies the water. Hey, what's up, CP? Oh yeah, we were just saying we had to connect the wiring from the ignition switch to the fuel pump. That way when I turn the key, the fuel pump will prime the lines. And that way when I hit the ignition button, it'll start. There's some mountains back there on the other side of the clouds. So I'm gonna roll a little cold. Get on by this fella. I bet she's going to the hot springs. We're so close, guys. There's a pretty good hot springs right up here if you want to go. Do you guys have your bathing suits or what? You have something sexy to wear? CP wants to go to the hot springs. She knows what I'm talking about. Rainbow gathering. Gotta keep it sexy. Yep, I'm in South Colorado heading north. I'm gonna take you up into and through those mountains. If I have my way with it, we're going through those mountains. We do. Thank you. I appreciate the wishes for safe travels, 10-4, all that. Yeah, that's right. So the ignition switch now goes to the fuel pump, which primes the lines, and then I push the ignition button, and that starts the truck. Not the best day to see the mountains here in Colorado. I know you don't really need a bathing suit, just in this place up here you do. Thanks for those kind words. Thanks a lot. Hot springs are really fun. We might have to do a quick visionary stop at the hot springs just to, you know, get a little soak, just a quick soak. And Ronald White, thanks so much. That's very nice of you. Really appreciate those kind words. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you rolling with me. Even in the rain here, right? I'm going to take you up into those mountains and we're going to go pass. Then we're going to go up and we're going to get a tripod for the phone, for the camera, so I can take you guys to the class tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hopefully everybody gets to learn something free of charge tomorrow. Hopefully you learn something that'll help you in your life. Oh, I love Glenwood Springs. Yeah, Glenwood Springs is beautiful. Really good hot springs there. I like Iron Mountain personally. If you're going to be in Glenwood Springs, I would go to Iron Mountain Hot Springs. But that's just me. You can go to a couple of them there, but I like Iron Mountain. You can sort of see the mountains there. Certify you guys online, but you have to do a physical component here in Colorado, especially if you want to be a guide. Hammer down, Indiana Reject 10-4. 10-4 on the hammer down. Oh, Gypsum, Colorado. Yeah, I know that well. That's up there in Eagle County, right? Is Gypsum just barely into Eagle County near Dot Zero? Yeah, that's beautiful out there. Oh, I know Coffee Pot Road. Are you talking about out there? Yeah, to the left. You go out to Dot Zero and you go up the road that says no cell phone service for 40 miles on the Upper Colorado Recreation Area. Then you make a left on Coffee Pot Road and you ride way up on the mountain. I know that road real well. Finally, we get a good view of those mountains there. just did some wiring on the truck, so it worked out pretty well. They wired up the fuel pump to the ignition switch, and then that primes the system real well for me now. That's a fair question, Cindy. I think that everybody who wants to go to DC or help with the freedom movement should help in their own way. And I think people should just be careful who they associate with, and they should make good informed decisions about the people who they associate with. And I wish everybody the absolute best. I send my respectful regards. Truck's running really well right now, everybody. Here's some snowy mountains for you. Those are all snow-covered mountains straight ahead. That's where we're driving. We're going to drive right up into those mountains there. Right through that sunny pass over there on the left. You can kind of see it on the left part of your screen. That's where we're going. What's up, Jazz? What's up, everybody? The Beast sounds great, right? I love the Beast. Speed limit 50, which means we better slow it on down there, driver. Really beautiful mountains here. We're near Crestone, Colorado. There's beautiful mountains down here. That's a pretty good view. Oh, you taught our yoga retreat in Crestone, huh? Crestone is cool, isn't it? Kind of new agey, granola-y, but still pretty cool. There's some stupas up there, if you're into that, right? I know y'all are probably more into church than stupas, but they definitely have some monks who live up there, I'll tell you that. Different shrines and things. It's kind of a strange town, fun town. I heard there were a lot of gemstones down here in these mountains. Absolutely. You know, I found some really beautiful stones down here. I wish I knew a little bit more about geology. But it sure is fun to come out and explore, right? And especially with somebody who knows more than you do, who can teach you something about what you're looking at. That's a pretty good view. Quanto Presto, how much? Yeah, 10-4 on that. Yeah, we made it back in time for the class. The class is going to be tomorrow. All right, everybody, at 10 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to teach a class for the professional guides. We're going to be up on the other side of these here mountains and on the other side of some other mountains as well. These are the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, the Blood of Christ Mountains. And we're just near the old Spanish Trail. We're heading north towards Salida. There's some beautiful old homesteads all the way along the road here. Gosh, those mountains are beautiful with the sun, right? Yeah, I definitely miss everybody from the convoy, and I hope they're doing real well. I wish them a lot of success while I'm not there, and I look forward to joining them again soon. You know, we just got to teach this class tomorrow. We had to we had to burn coal, burn diesel. We had to roll coal all the way across the country so we can teach this class tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. You're all invited. Every one of you can come to the class for free. And it's going to be a professional guide first aid class. And no, I haven't watched any of the other live streamers. I've been trying to solve some issues, with the beast. Now that I'm on the road, I've been focused on driving safely, so I haven't been able to catch up on anybody else yet. And I hope everybody's doing real well. Yeah, Butch the Trucker is doing really well. We were going to try to all meet together today at Chick-fil-A in Colorado Springs, which is where Butch lives. But I had those starting issues with the vehicle this morning, so I wasn't able to make it to lunch with the visionaries. And Patriot for Jesus, who was coordinating that, I apologize that I wasn't able to make it. I'm going to look forward to meeting with you after the class, all right? 10-4. I hope we got a good 10-4 on that one. Uh-oh, this one's going to be close. All right, we're good. Those sure are some beautiful mountains. I know, and so CP wants me to go to the Rainbow Gathering. I don't really know anything about the Rainbow Gathering, other than it's a bunch of folks who like to be outside who are coming together in a healthy, friendly, happy way. So that might be pretty fun. That's in the first week of July, right? So that might rule out a 4th of July convoy. I was kind of thinking about doing a 4th of July convoy. And now I just have to decide if I'm going to convoy back in June or if I'm just going to wait until September. And then I was talking to some of the organizers for the September convoy, and I'm trying to figure out if we want to go early September and go for like a month into October, then build into a 10-4 DC, or if we want to go late September, piggyback off of 10-4 DC, and go into October trying to wake people up for the vote in November. So the real goal is to get Patriots to wake the heck up and vote, you know what I mean? We want people to vote. And we want people to do their research so they vote for the right candidates. Monkeypox at the Rainbow Gathering? Uh-oh. I don't want any monkeypox. I don't want that. How far from the destination? I don't know. Maybe about an hour, a little bit less. There's some really good fishing up here too. We're going to pass a couple of good fishing spots, and I've got my license and I have a fishing rod with me, so we might have to make a quick stop. You know what I mean? I just want to be up on the Blue River by tonight so I can teach a class in the morning. Just wake up, sleep in, not have to worry about running around, covering a lot of ground. I want to wake up in the area of the class. So we're going to drive up through these mountains and then into the next set of mountains and through those mountains, and then we'll be there. 2 more sets of mountains. This beast is running strong. Running really strong. Thrilled to be with the beast here. Yeah, what did the beast have done? That's a good question, Debbie. We had to do some wiring work. So we wired up the fuel pump to the ignition switch. That way when we roll the switch, it primes the fuel lines. And then when we hit the ignition button, that fires off the fuel and lets the engine start right up. All right, now, I hate to do this, but there's a good hot springs coming up on the right. There's a really good hot springs right up here on the right. We might have to pull in just for a minute. Like, I could really, really go for a soak. I don't really have time to do that tonight, but I could really go for a soak. Let me tell you. You guys want to go to the hot springs? We can always go after the class too and actually relax and enjoy it. All right, I'm going to take you, just so you know where it's at. I'm going to take you to the hot springs real quick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in, but because I'm trying to make time here, but I'll show it to you. I'll show you. This is one of the best hot springs around. Not too many people know about it, so I hate to burn the spot, but I'll show you. Don't say I never did anything for you. Boom, there's the sign. This is the view. Do you see those mountains? That's the view from the hot springs. So it's kind of a bumpy road here. Let me turn my GPS down. So this is like Mineral Hot Springs. It's called Joyful Journey Hot Springs. And they have like yurts that you can rent out. That's what you see straight ahead. You can rent out yurts. You can rent out geodesic domes. They have hotel rooms over here. They do all your meals. And then they have some pools in the back. And this is the view. Like, you just look out into these mountains the whole time. It's pretty awesome. Pretty amazing view. And those are the pools over there in the back. There aren't that many people there, it looks like, but you just look across. You can actually rent a teepee. You can stay there. Oh, you've been here before? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? This is Joyful Journey. This is one of my little secret spots. Now you guys know. If you ever can't find me, you know, maybe you come here to Joyful Journey and you can locate me. And I've stayed in some of these yurts right ahead. I've stayed in this one straight ahead. All right, if she's watching, she knows who she is. I remember that yurt too. 10-4. Oh shoot, it looks like they put up a sign that says you can drive that way. That used to be the way that you get in. So now I'm just gonna back out. I've kind of driven up into this guy's place. You taught a yoga retreat here? No way. So some of you guys know about this hot spring, huh? This is a really good hot spring. I really like Joyful Journey. They have one pool that's like 107 degrees. It's a pretty good one. All right, we go out the same way. Yeah, I know. I would love to keep it sexy with you guys. Big 10-4 on the hard floor. Do you want to see it real quick? You want me to try to go in? I don't know if they're going to let me. Maybe I could sneak up on the side right quick and just be like, caw, caw, caw. Just a couple of hippies. All right, guest registration parking. Here's a hippie. This is a fun place to come. Really come here. She's like, what is this diesel doing? People don't come here with diesels. What in the world are you doing? All right. Do we want to go in there? Do we want to go and see it? Valley View is great because you can be naked 100%. I'll tell you what. I'm definitely not wearing a Speedo. That's for damn sure. All right, actually, I don't want to turn the truck off. Hey, if you want to come in, I can't show you everything. I have to leave something to be desired. I'm not going to take you in. I just took you close, but I'm not going to take you in. You have to come here for yourself if you want to see what it looks like. I'm going to keep it special. For those of you who have been here, I'm going to keep it special for you. CP, it's a great place, right? It's an amazing place. And I just want to show you guys these mountains. I know I'm not supposed to go down this road really, but I mean, look at these mountains. If you rent one of the yurts, like this is your view. You're looking at these mountains out your window. It's pretty awesome. You guys wanted to go into the hot springs. You wanted to see some people in their bathing suits, didn't you? You stayed in the teepees? I've stayed in the yurts. I've never stayed in the teepees. We'll do a little four-wheeling together and try to get back on the highway up here. It looks like these people are actually building like an Earth ship. over there with that berm. And you see a lot of like alternative housing structures out in this area. Oh wow, that's a real old, let's see if this road will take us back out. I don't even know. This might be just a turnaround spot. All right, hold on to your butts, everybody. Show you these mountains while I turn around this way instead of turning around the other way. Pretty good view, huh? These are the Sangre de Crestone Mountains. Pretty amazing views. Just wanted to show you guys that. It's one of my favorite spots if you're ever out here on the road and you think you're in the middle of nowhere. There are a lot of fun spots like this all around. But this was Joyful Journey. They have a lot of alternative like hotel rooms that you can rent in yurts and teepees, and they also have like a regular old motel, but it's not quite as fun as the yurts and teepees, especially if you're with a wild little hippie. You know what that's like. And this is what it looks like. You know that if you have a camper, you can pull your camper in there. If you just have a tent, you can set up a tent. Or you can rent one of these yurts, or you can rent a teepee, or you can rent a motel room. It's called Joyful Journey Hot Springs, and it's a great spot. Don't worry, I'm not trespassing. I'm still on the road. Don't worry, everybody. We're being safe here. We're keeping it sexy. All right, that was Joyful Journey. I just wanted you guys to see that. It's one of my favorite spots. If you're ever looking for me in Colorado, that's where you're going to find me probably. One of those hot springs. We're also very close to Valley View. Valley View is a naked hot spring, so we're going to go and look at that with the visionaries. Somebody's going to get offended and I'll get in trouble. Lose my channel here. But it would be fun, right? It would sure be fun to see. Oh my goodness. Driving through Colorado is so beautiful. It's one of my favorite states. The diversity of terrain is incredible. You know, we're starting out down here in the sagebrush at the foot of these 14,000 foot mountains. And now we're going to start to climb here in a minute, climb our way up into Salina and Poncha Springs. And from there, we're going to work our way north up to an outfitter and guide service north of Steamboat Springs, actually, north of Steamboat Springs. We're going to stop on the way at a Walmart and we're going to get a tripod because all of you guys are coming to class with me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., right? 10 a.m. is class time tomorrow. I expect you all there 5 minutes early. Make sure you're dressed in your sexy wilderness chic attire, right? I want you in hiking boots. Bring your first aid kits. Bring a notebook, a pen and pencil, something to hydrate with. Bring a high level of motivation. You guys hear me okay? Is the audio working? Looks like that chat just froze up a little bit on me. Can you guys hear my audio or what? I can't see it in the chat. All right, there you go. I think I got you now. Can you hear me? All right, good. I got you. 5x5. Yeah, it looks a little bit tight to try to pass here. Too many people. Everybody doing okay? Hey, I know you don't want to look at me. You want to see the mountains. I'll turn you back. But it's good to see y'all. I don't think the guy's going to pass the camper either. I think I'm stuck in a convoy right now. There we go. Thanks for coming into the chat, everybody. I just want to say thank you again for all your messages. I got a bunch of emails from you guys. I really appreciate that. Mobo, I see you're in the chat. What's up, Mobo? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I would say that just the state of Colorado, that's home for me. 22 miles from Poncha Springs. I think that's about where the Walmart is. We got to make the right, and then we go down towards Salida, and that's where the Walmart is. Pretty cool cloud straight ahead of us. I'll try to zoom it in, you guys. Can you see the clouds? They're like coming out of the mountains. All right, the chat's being a little bit weird to me. I have to keep like jumping out of it and jumping back into it. It's not giving me the live chat. Yeah, I'm driving the Beast. The Beast is going great. We were at the shop today just handling a couple of things. Looks like we're going to drive right into those clouds, huh? Like right into them. I hope looks like it might be snowing. We'll see. Check these mountains out right over here. That's what I'm looking at over here. It's awesome, right? Whoop. Told you I'm trying to mess with the chat to get it up, and YouTube keeps trying to like give me a message at the bottom here, so I can't really see what you guys are saying in real time, which is frustrating. That's why I was wondering if y'all can still hear me. Beautiful mountains down here. These are the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, the Blood of Christ Mountains, southern Colorado. And we're gonna drive up through these mountains. I don't know if anybody's still in the chat, but it looks like it cut me offline and we're just able to reconnect right now. 10-4. Show you all this beautiful view of Colorado while we're driving here. Cool, Samantha. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out. 10 Roger. Oh, wow, that's a nice mountain. Let me show you this one over here. All right, good. I was like, I just finally got you a good view of the mountain, and then it disconnected. That's pretty good. My class is Mountain Time. I'm at Mountain Time here. I'll be in the Denver time zone. Going way up on the Blue River to teach this class. It's going to be awesome, everybody. Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here with me. So glad that we're all here together, visionaries. You know how we do it. Oh, it's buffering a lot. Yeah, I must have kind of a bad signal up here in the mountains. It disconnected and reconnected a few times. I'm really sorry about that, everybody. Just trying to do my best to bring you this view.